Welcome to United by Trucks, and today is the day you've all been waiting for. I'm just kidding. Today's the day I've been waiting for, because we're getting Teddy off a trailer into the shop. It's time to rebuild and upgrade in time for LST. So y'all sit tight, come along. We're getting started on Teddy. Mike, you don't look ready.
I'm ready.
What are you doing?
I'm doing things.
AccuWear.
Yeah. Procured.
It's the last time you're gonna see Teddy like that.
Here's the coil.
Like, what's in Maggie Valley?
Snowboarding?
What are we gonna do with her? This is you brought her to the party.
What we should do is get Double fuel breaker has
Never failed. Crazy one can look that crash and still be running.
Oh yeah.
Mike, you getting us out of here?
Yeah, man.
Hey, you trying to show this on camera? Because there it is. Mike, what you gonna do with that, man? You gonna keep going? You like it? You done?
Yeah, we gotta put bigger air filters in it though.
Yeah.
They're not. These are the same size that was in the old scoop, but we need taller ones.
But since you've gone mega scoop,
Yeah.
well,
Super scoopy.
super scoopy. Hey, you want to fire this thing up before Teddy overheats? Sitting there running.
Georgia winter up.
That's true, it is cold. Hey man, so what do you, I want your honest opinion. I think I'm gonna powder these silver. So all that silver like it would have come from the factory.
You got them white ass wheels.
That is true.
What'd you say, Mike, before that? Before the white ass wheels come in?
I said I would powder coat them silver. Or is it silver or it's argent silver or something?
Large silver, but really it's the color of that hubcap right there. So before we even get really started here,
I didn't know Sky Harper had old ass silver.
you're so funny.
I don't know.
That was for you, Scott, Custom Coaters. All right. So before we even get started, I'm thinking about powder coating the wheels, argent silver, match the cap, kind of like they would have come. from the factory. I'll drop a picture of a factory truck in here so you can see it. Let us know down in the comments what you think. White wheels, Argent silver wheels. You ready to start this?
Hell yeah.
Trey's leaving, but there's Trey. So it's like a Wednesday night? Early February. We're gonna drive this thing to Texas, Lone Star Throwdown. We're gonna take this wrecked, but yet road warrior of a 68 GMC, and well, we're gonna drive it to Conroe, Texas for LST. This truck, we call it Teddy, 68 GMC, short bed 503 light green with a 5.3 LS and a 4L60. This truck has been driven thousands and thousands of miles, and about 3 miles from home, one of our buddies, Rocky, actually wrecked this truck. He was making some upgrades to it so we could drive it to another show. Ended up hitting a young guy who had a utility trailer. There's a video on it. I'll drop down in the description. You can check out that video. But we wrecked Teddy, so we're gonna rebuild it back. We've got some fresh OG sheet metal that's over here in the back of this truck. We showed that in some of the Western Road Trip video coverage, but we're gonna basically replace everything up front except for the bumper, and we're gonna put a little bit different grill on it, which it's out back. I'll show you later in this video or in another video. And we're debating whether we're gonna replace the passenger fender or not, but we're gonna start by pulling this clip. And if you haven't seen the video, I mean, it basically bashed in the grill, did not get into the bumper. The bumper was already kind of tweaked like that, but got into the grill, got into the hood, got into the core support, tweaked it here, and then just kind of laid it in, pushed everything in on the 5.3. And basically this factory style shroud is what kept it from going all the way into the motor, which is good. So much more easy to drive. We've got some goodies that we're gonna maybe throw at it under the hood as well from Holley, and we got some new Continental tires we're gonna put on here. We're going with a little bit more lower profile tire. We're just gonna revamp this thing, try to get it looking like it was and on the road.
Bill over at React Suspensions.
All right, so another part of this plan that Mike's about to tell you about is we're going to redo the suspension on Teddy. So right now Teddy is just a 5.7 spindles, coils up front, disc brake conversion, and then a 71-72 5-lug axle, because that's how we converted the rear. We just, swapped the axle out. The only thing that's different about this truck that you might not expect from a GMC is this truck is pieced together. It's going to continue to be pieced together, and this is actually a Chevy frame, not a GMC frame. So it's just a factory short bed frame that already has trailing arms. This truck originally was a long bed and had leaf springs. Instead of just trying to do a conversion, we just swapped the whole chassis, bought a short wheelbase bed to put on it, and basically just put this thing together. So if you don't know the history of this truck, that's kind of it. But we're going to take all this 5.7 off because I've always wanted to bag it for better ride quality. And we're going to put all this on it.
For the front, we have chopping block upper lower control arms, CPP spindles,
which are the modular spindles that actually reduce the track width a little bit, supposedly.
Slam Specialties SS7 bags, front and rear.
Yeah.
444 compressors from Viair. And then we do have a AccuAir DC'd VT tank.
DC'd, yeah.
For the tank and valve setup, that we're just going to run it to a switch box.
Use the tank as a tank and use the valves inside the tank.
Right, and then we'll just hook up the compressors to it because did we film any of that when we burned it up on
I don't know that I did. Anyway, I fried the thing. I fried the original AccuAir CVT setup because I'm prone, I guess, to accidents like that, at least electrical ones, when we were building the Blazer. So, yeah, we're going to take and repurpose what we can because, well, we like AccuAir and that tank's cool, and they were really cool to us. So, yeah, there's that.
And then in the back, we got the React Suspension trailing arms,
which are my favorite part of the suspension setup. These are going to be cool. Yeah. Right now, they're flash rusted, and I got to clean them up and paint them. But those tubular trailing arms are going to be so much better than the stock trailing arms, and my stock trailing arms on this chassis already have some rotting in the center anyway. So, welcome upgrade.
Rust.
And what do you have your hand on?
Dude, this is a ginormous super pivot joint. It's a Johnny joint. This is a React notch. So yeah, this will go on the frame up in here. It's right above there. Bag will go in here. You can see the notch is already You know, got this little thing in it for the fitting on the airbag, little holes and stuff. You know, it's going up here. Yeah.
This thing's already got a notch in it. I think it's got a CPP notch in it, but we're gonna take it out, run this React notch because it's much more substantial, runs a little farther up the frame, and gives you all the provisions for the bag. So I think it's a really nice setup. It'll cover up an old, like I said, hacked up access hole back there that somebody drilled in the frame. So,
And you know,
gonna upgrade them.
Beltex.
Not a huge upgrade from the nitro drops that are on it, but we're gonna go street performance on it this time. And like I said, there's the front clip. We are gonna try to get the front clip off tonight. I have another front clip. We're just gonna kind of piece a couple together. We're actually not using that grill, but yeah, we're gonna take all this, put it on here, putting a fresh set of Continental tires on here. Like I said, we got a couple of things from Holly we're gonna look at under the hood. Nothing major there, just some bolt-on stuff. Maybe repowder the wheels. Again, Argent silver or white. That's a vintage white. If you think we should leave the white, let us know. If not, let us know if you want us to do the gray. I'm gonna probably do whatever I want anyway, but I'd be curious to know. So yeah, a little more background on this truck. We put this truck together back in 2018 before we had the channel for Hot Rod Power Tour 2018. Myself, TTR, Cheeseman from SQRBDY, Evan Dobbins all helped me get this thing together. Then you'll probably see them at some point as we're putting all this back together, but we put this together in about, I think it was 60 days from nothing but just a rolling chassis. Drove it on Power Tour and had a ball. Things never even been tuned. Still running on a PSI stock tune. Never given me any trouble until we had the accident. So we're gonna get that taken care of and yeah, try to get this thing back on the road with a little bit of a new twist. So here we go. Smoking her over, Mike?
Yeah.
So I got a trick little cover to cover the wiring coming out of the firewall.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah.
Nice. Involves duct tape.
It's a roll of duct tape. And I'm letting these people work on my truck. All right, so we know we gotta take the steering loose. We gotta get all the cooling system out. And we got some wires running across the core support here we're gonna have to deal with. So yeah, here we go. Hood first. Oh, you're doing, you're gonna do the cow first?
Yeah.
This is a premium cow. I put every single one of these in by myself. Aren't I something?
You are something, that's for sure.
About to make a mess on the flow. Y'all, we're gonna make Teddy better. Right here, you're watching it happen. This has been some of the most requested content we've had. And I'm excited to finally be doing it. Let me sit at home, slice. All right, so we got a lot of debris in here that's gonna have to come out. I'll show you what this is looking like real quick. So a lot of leaves and stuff, which is how the cows on these trucks get all rotted out. We'll put a shop vac down in there. Got one little spot of rust over here from something like that. Mike, that's that spot I'm talking about right there. We'll probably pull that panel. But even got a little spot right there in the firewall from where we didn't fix any of the rust on this truck when we put it together. So the first time. So we're going back to make it better. We got them shimmeries on this side. I remember having to shim it. Ooh, pressure on that thing. Man, tweaked. Whew. Yeah, I don't know if y'all saw it on camera, but that thing freaking just popped like crazy just then. Because all that tension from the buckle right there. Oh, here goes the broken hood. Bashed. For a garage build, I just don't think we did that badly.
You should just run no hood.
You had a garage?
Whitlock Garage.
So it was a utility trailer that did this?
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Yeah, he smacked it pretty good. I mean, he was in an area where you're doing steady 45 miles an hour.
Isn't it that?
Yeah, the intersection at the battlefield.
Oh, okay.
So now the hood's off, you can see a little bit better. You can see how crunched all that is down in here at the core support. So we got a pretty good amount of wiring we gotta undo from the core support. Mike's working on getting the air intake off now, it looks like. But yeah, you can just see from this angle the impact. Could have been way worse. There's no doubt about that. Could have been way worse. At least I don't think the frame horns are bent or anything. Bumper's in the same place it was prior to the wreck. Guys, I know it sucks that we're having to do this. Makes for great content, but it's not a lot of fun. I mean, obviously, I love the way this truck looked, and I love the patina on that hood specifically. But we got another great hood, another clip that's going on. It's gonna look awesome. But we put this thing together in 2018, the summer of 2018, in like 60 days, I think I mentioned earlier. And a lot of great help from Ron, you know, TTR, and Rick and Evan. Evan spent a lot of time wiring this truck and doing all that, but looking back on it, it's kind of cool and nostalgic to just really look at some of the work you've done. We're about to undo a lot of it, but we're gonna put it back and make it better than ever. So we're gonna keep moving on it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. What'd it do, pull that through?
Yeah, it just pinched it when it squished it all up in there.
Yeah.
We'll probably have to just cut that back here.
Okay.
Cut it back here where the splice is. No, never mind. It's plugged in. Just
Oh, sweet. Thanks, Evan. All right, so while Mike's getting that overflow undone, I'm gonna show you a little bit about what we're gonna be doing to repair Core Sport, which we're just putting a new one in here. And then a little bit more about our cooling system, which we don't have everything here yet, but show you a little bit about it. So you probably wouldn't expect that CJ Pony Parts would have a bunch of C10 stuff, but they do. So they had the 6768 GMC Core Sport, which is I think upside down, but they had this in stock. So we'll be replacing it. AMD didn't have it, so we had to resort to other places, but CJ Pony Parts had the GMC Core Sport. And while I was there, because we're gonna actually be converting the truck from mechanical to electric fans, went ahead and picked up just a generic aluminum TIG welded LS C10 radiator. Nothing fancy. We're gonna be using it in conjunction with a shroud that we'll tell you about when it gets here, as well as some fans. Some SPA fans, SPA, however you say it. We're gonna be changing the whole cooling system on the truck, putting in the new core support. Like I said, we've got all new body components, not new, but OG 68 body components that'll go up front. So Mike's finishing pulling back the wiring right now, and then we're gonna get this thing up on the lift and pull this front flip off, go from there. You guys like oatmeal cream pies? I do. Mike's first time under Teddy. What do you think about all this work we did years ago?
It looks great.
There's some Earl.
There's a little Earl in her, but you know. Jam nuts a little loose, but you know.
You're gonna see a few things that are loose. Probably at this point.
That's what she said.
Oh man. So little drop spring, drop spindle, bottom of the 5.3. CPP trans cross member, dual exhaust with Borla Pro XS mufflers, factory trailing arms with some of this goodness right here. Mike's not digging some of my work up there.
That's not what it meant.
Hey, just keep your thoughts to yourself, Michael.
Cool. Yes, I'm pointing with my Swiss cake roll because I'm also eating a Swiss cake roll.
What is this?
Drop coil, drop block, 71, 72 axle with a 373. And a nasty, nasty Boyd tank that has served me so well.
Robert,
Yes.
can you report to the middle of the truck, please?
Oh, and a CPP notch that has these big giant access holes that, if you remember from the C-notch video, were already in the frame. So hopefully the notch that we're going to be using will cover them, but it may not. Optima battery tray in a GSI box.
Nice.
New mounts, new hardware, lots of new stuff. You know that's on there good.
Sure.
What do you not like up here?
What is this little guy? That is a residual pressure valve.
Why would it be? What is that in?
It's in the rear brake line. So a residual pressure valve, you install them on brake lines.
Yeah, the only brake line I did, now that I remember, sorry to interrupt you, is the rear brake line. Because I think it was already converted. Huh?
That's what this is. This is the rear brake.
Well, I mean the one that goes across the axle.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. So somebody's did this, but
Oh yeah, totally.
so
Look at all the
Residual
little
pressure
short
valves.
pieces.
yeah, I don't know.
It was a part store fix.
$200 worth of couplers in here. It holds a certain amount of PSI of brake pressure back on the brakes and keeps fluid from draining back into the master. So you would use this in a situation where like your master cylinder is below your brake caliper or brake
yeah.
wheel cylinder to keep the fluid from draining back into your master
Yeah.
and overflowing your master.
Yeah, it makes sense.
A lot of people try and use these as like some kind of proportioning valve.
Oh yeah, like a
Or-
pressure control.
Yeah,
going.
they try and like do something cockamamie crap. I don't know, is cockamamie a swear word?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
I kind of like it, cockamamie.
But they try and use them as in place of like proportioning valves, and it's totally not what they are for.
Yeah.
They don't do the same. Like they don't even try to do the same thing as a proportioning.
So is this damaging something? Is this making
No, it's
something
not
like
hurting.
unsafe?
No, it's not hurting anything. It's
Yeah.
keeping a couple pounds of brake pressure on your rear brakes at
Yeah.
all times, which
But it's just not supposed
you
to be
got-
there.
Yeah, you got drum brakes, so it's nothing you're doing on anyway.
No.
So, but no, like other than that added 15 added
Yeah, no
connections,
kidding. Look at that.
which is 15 added leaks potentially, but yeah, no,
Just
like
a
that is
bunch
not-
of little shorties connected.
Yeah, like there's a whole nother one up there too.
Yeah. I did not remember that from building this thing from frame up. I didn't remember that at all. I know we worked on this side. 'Cause
Oh,
there's
yeah.
fuel line and new.
Oh yeah, look at this red wire, green, pink, brown. Oh, I like it.
We should probably have
All the colors.
put something up.
Do you have a version or a parking brake in it?
Yeah, it does, but I don't use it. I don't think it works.
Oh, it definitely ain't gonna work out. We'll cut it off.
Yeah, do it. It's a fuel line kit and pressure regulator and all that from AZ Pro. That's holding up super well. Here's some of the homemade cutting we did to, you know, sort of make us sort of correct the shock angle. I should probably do something.
Go.
It's up in there. We should probably do something about that. I'm gonna go up here. There's an eat up rocker from the bottom.
Wait a minute.
Don't be looking too close.
You got the drop blocks back here. I'm stealing them.
No, you can't have them.
No, I'm having them.
No, they go right back on this truck.
I have them.
They won't even work on anything you got
I already
anyway.
have
You already have them. I already have them.
Hey, look at this. Show them this.
Yeah, that came out. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, oh, what's that weird sound back here? Oh, it's just the coil spring trying to leave.
It rode great. Rode so well.
Ding dong.
Yeah. See, there's some more of that rust on that trailing arm.
Oh my God.
So we're gonna rectify that with some React stuff. Right now we're gonna get the clip off. Mike, overall opinion of things down here. Give it to us straight.
I mean, so far it's okay.
I mean, okay, meaning like, you know.
The shocks. The shock
Yeah,
thing.
that's, a friend of mine did that. Mm-hmm.
Was it really a friend, or are you just
No,
trying
he's a
to,
friend.
you just trying to throw somebody under the bus?
No, I just don't want to say his name. He's actually a good friend.
That's funny though.
He ain't technology friendly, so hopefully he ain't watching.
Freaking Gary.
So,
His name's not actually Gary, I hope.
no, it's not. But it's real close.
That'd be funny.
But yeah, I've got a shot cross member from React, but I think we'd have to pull the bed. I'm really not interested in doing all that.
So we have to move the shocks.
Okay.
Don't look at me like I just shit on your parade.
I didn't realize that. You did. You did. I was like, dang it.
I hate Mike.
I don't hate Mike, but I didn't
First
think about
the brake caliper brackets, and now this.
Look, and the whole time I've been holding a Swiss cake roll.
Probably all melty.
It's probably a little warm now.
Yesterday I was eating and crap was falling everywhere. Today you're just carrying it around with you. It's like a little baby.
Here's some of Teddy's awesome rust. We'll fix that one day.
Damn, someone put a castle nut on there.
Probably me.
Silly guys. So silly.
This is the worst.
What?
One day Mike will fix the cab corner. I realize that I have never shown the underside of Teddy on this channel at all, I don't think. So a lot of great work under here and a lot of terrible work. I don't see anything at all.
It's in my fucking hair.
No one's gonna
Now I can't use this clip.
It's in my dang hair.
We're gonna get this front clip off at some point, but Mike and I are we done rambling?
I'm not.
Well, what else do you have to say? All right.
What do you mean?
Like, what's in Maggie Valley?
Food? Snowboarding?
Mini trucking.
Thank you.
Well,
Thank you, Mike.
I was there last weekend. I wasn't there for mini nats.
Where are we going? Is it in April?
Mm-hmm.
What's the date? Do you know?
I think it's the last weekend in April.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We
Maggie
gonna mini
Valley
truck
Southeastern Mini Trucking Nationals.
You going, Mike?
Yep.
Yeah, the S10 there.
Ooh.
It's in there.
Which is sitting right there.
Yeah.
And if all like goes well, it'll only overheat like once maybe.
Great. This is super exciting, y'all.
Oh golly, you better hold this bumper. No, we're just gonna film me.
Wasn't a specific spot there, Michael?
Yeah, you take them.
Oh, no.
You know, take
Here she come.
Oh,
Here.
never mind, she's filming. Got it.
Man, look at the crunch right there. You see that? Yeah, look at that.
Give me the bar of soap, Robert.
I'm trying to make sure.
Why is this so long?
Man. Oh, I don't know. That's how it came. That's what they sent with it.
It's terrible.
It's so long, though. It's going to look really good with the new control arms and stuff in there. You see this? Look how long this is, people.
Wait,
And I was
we need your surprise face.
in such a hurry. And I was in such a hurry that I ran it. Let's step back. Let's do the surprise face again.
You know who you look like?
Who?
Taylor Tash Tammy. When she does her thumbnail.
Really?
Yeah, so
You want to pull the wheels?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Did you realize I just said, look, I just said wheels?
What kind of lug nuts we got going on?
I don't know. There's a couple different choices.
I like those lug nuts. I got a socket for those.
There's a couple different choices. Actually, they should be all the same on the front.
Different.
Yeah, oh yeah, look at this. Multiple lug nut action. What kind of socket is that?
This
The longest?
is a 1/4 inch socket. It's just a long socket.
This sucker is long.
It's a snap-on too.
Dang.
Yeah.
Man broke out that long socket.
Get off, bro. Look at this.
That's not working, Mike. Hey, Mike, we about to take this front clip off.
Heck yeah, bro.
Heck yeah, bro.
you want me to hold the camera?
So you're just gonna,
Hopefully we can get around this.
you think you're just gonna sit right there for a minute?
Hopefully what we can do is pull it this way.
Hit me with that again.
Hopefully what we could do is just pull it this way and pull it out and leave the
Get it
radio
around.
hooked up. Yeah.
All right, go ahead. I can't move. Yeah, we're about, antifreeze is about to go everywhere.
Why?
Because we're gonna rip that hose off at some point,
Yeah, we can.
some juncture. Watch. Here, hold it up like that. I'll slide it. All right, let's see if that does anything. Boom. And you kept the cooling system in. Look at that.
Heck yeah.
Sad moment, but a good moment too. So we got new front shocks of Street Performance. We've got new control arms. I'll get some tie rod sleeves. We've got new rotors. I got to get calipers. And we've got airbags to go in the control arms. Then we've got some new Holley manifolds we're going to replace the TBSS manifolds with. I mentioned earlier we're going to be redoing the cooling system, and yeah, it's going to be awesome. We're getting there. Teddy Nike. Alright, so we're going to work on getting the stock suspension off. As we just discussed, all new suspension stuff going on up here. So Mike's working on getting the caliper off now. So we're just going to drop all this, take it off right here at the frame rail. And look at the scoop! Let's everybody give Mike a thumbs up.
Why? What did I do?
Come on, give yourself a thumbs up. Dude, because you just caught that coil as it came out of the pocket.
Well, I mean, I didn't really have a choice. I was in the face.
Alright guys, so we're about to pull this off, and then we're gonna call it a night. Oh yeah, totally. It's got great paint in it. Well dang, Mike, I was gonna give you a hand, bro. Here's the hand.
Man, you're so strong. Oh God.
That's not what I'm not trying to prove my strength here, Mike.
I mean, you don't have to prove your strength to me, Robert. I just saw it.
CPP spindles right there. You wanna be in here with me?
Aww.
Hold the spring.
There's the coil.
You want your faces in it?
Yeah, it's the outro.
No, we want our crotches in it.
Well, I didn't know if
Is
we were
it-
doing the OnlyFans outro or the YouTube
Oh,
one.
Jesus Lord. What we
I
gonna do with
still
her?
don't
This
know.
is you brought her to the party. Don't listen to these guys. We've had fun. This is night one. All we've done is, well, tell you about the parts. We got some more parts coming we're gonna tell you about. Pulled the front clip off and got the front suspension out. So Mike's showing you here his new baby drop coil that he's gonna go home and go to sleep with tonight. But we are, you're not gonna sleep with that tonight? I thought that's what you just said. That's why
No,
I
I
gave it
just
to you.
washed the sheets. He's not putting that in the bed.
Oh, you got cats, that's right. Gotta get back on this thing, get the new suspension mocked up. We've gotta get the cooling system out. We're gonna get the mechanical fan off the engine and get ready for a new cooling system with electric fans. Get ready for some new front suspension and get ready for a new front clip. Actually an old front clip, but you know what I mean. So that's gonna do it for us. Mike, it's awesome, man.
Hell yeah.
Let's do it again. See you tomorrow. All right, guys. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please consider doing so. Definitely leave a comment down below if you like what you've seen. Let us know your favorite part, maybe what you think about our plans, and let us know about white versus argent silver on the Steelies down in the comments, and smash that thumbs up button. We'll catch up with you next time right here on United by Trucks. Cue the music.